Hello, everybody. Laura back again. It's Sunday
Hello.
Fun with Laura and Colleen. And Grammy Colleen is my guest, as usual.
That's funny.
or,
Hello.
or should I say, as is new? Wait a minute. No, that would have been July when I would have had to say that. Now
True.
I'm too warm. Shoo! I got acrylic behind me, acrylic in my lap. Now I'm too warm. Hi, cool gamer. Hi, Samantha and
Hi,
Sonia.
Samantha.
If
And
you're
so,
still
yeah.
here, Sonia, yeah, thanks for coming. Sonia, I thought that's what I said.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't quite say it right.
Yes, she was.
Anyhow,
Yes, early.
well, I'm showing 4 people. Oh, now down to 3. And if
I'm
it counted you and
Sharon.
me, it would be up to 5. So,
There you go.
but it doesn't count you and me.
I know.
Hi, Samantha. Working on Granny Squares blanket and single crochet blanket and cottage core mosaic blanket. Yeah,
Wow.
that sounds like me. I've got my straight moss stitch in the bedroom. I've got my mosaic in the bedroom. But right now I'm just working on my rectangle moss stitch, trying to get it done or closer to done or done enough that I know how much more yarn I need. Come here, Venus. I can't even see the camera.
Venus has to say hello.
Yes, she does. And if you misbehave, I will push you out the door and shut it behind you. Lay down. Yeah, my foot's angled wrong now, too.
Uh-oh.
What? What? Oh, lick, 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 lick. Just don't bite me. I really don't need to scream at you while I'm streaming. I hear voices. Or
Oh,
is it doggies I hear?
that's such a nice present. I know single crochet takes longer. But that's a nice present, Samantha.
Oh, I didn't realize I was blocking it. Working on my single crochet so I can get it done in time for Christmas. Ah, okay. Yes. Very good, Samantha. All right, Venus, you gonna sit, lay. Oh, I almost lost my crochet hook. No, I'm gonna take it off my lap because you're not behaving and I need you to behave. There you go. Hey, you sat down beautifully that time. Thank you. You're not laying down, but you sat down. I was working on my Granny Square cocoon cardigan earlier. Can I move and get it out without making the cat mad?
I don't know.
Well, almost lost my hook. That wouldn't have been good. Put that right there.
That makes sense, Samantha. Yes, it
It kind
does.
of, yeah, I know. Sorry, cat. Just leave it alone, all right? It kind of ended up repeating itself and the colors a little bit.
Yeah,
But I'm like, no, I'm gonna just leave it alone because
I think it's pretty.
it'll make it look cool right there in the middle
Mm-hmm.
before it starts going to like half of it in one color and half in another color. And it's not quite that big yet. I still go all the way around plus some with one color, so it's not quite big enough yet.
Let's
That's
see.
why the other are aside. Oh yeah, gotcha. Yep. That's pretty much what I'm doing. That's why I'm working mostly on my rectangle moss stitch right now.
Oh, you did the. Okay, I was going to drop it for you, Samantha. I saw that, but you did it. That's cool. She did it.
I think she's a moderator.
Yes.
I know you are. I think she is.
Hi,
Hi,
Rosemary.
Rosemary.
She's fashionably late.
Just 5 minutes fashionably. Yes, okay. Thanks for coming. Hi, Vivi. Can I pet you without pissing you off? You can lower your behind, thank you. I don't need your behind up. Thank you. Very good. Never mind, I'm not petting the cat. But I can't crochet either. That's why sometimes the knees just start getting bouncy and she has to flee because it's like, no, I want to crochet. I don't want to just sit here and watch you sleep.
Right?
Although she was snuggled up next to the rectangle blanket, the rectangle mosaic, the rectangle moss stitch. Man, I can't talk. Last night because I'm like, okay, you know, I let her get settled and she was asleep, and so I pick it up and move it over and gently draped it around her and started crocheting. She was fine with it.
That's good.
She didn't get mad and run away that time. Yeah, it was keeping her warm.
For sure. Now, I can't even read the comments. I have an eye appointment this Wednesday, thank goodness. I am going blind.
Let's see. Control plus.
Oh, that makes it bigger, right?
There it is. Makes it big. Wow, now it's too big, but yeah. Where'd minus go? It's too big.
Makes sense, Rosemary. Can
There
you
we
turn
go.
that down a little bit, please?
5 to 10 minutes is anything more.
That's something else.
That is something else. Okay, got it. Woohoo. Oh, I just ate a huge dinner, but it was good. It was very tasty. And it had less than 5 grams of carbs in it.
That's good.
Yeah, because I've gained, it was 168 the other day. So I've gained too much weight, 16 pounds.
You're pretty tall, but yeah.
Yeah,
I know
but
what you mean.
it needs to be muscle that builds up, not belly fat.
True.
Enough about that. I'm done talking. I was mad though when I saw that number. I'm like, no.
I just started a pocket shawl, Samantha. Well, I did a wrap and I ran out of the yarn. I have it all done except for the pockets and the fringe. That's okay. I played yarn chicken. And I lost.
That one didn't turn into a pocket. Yeah.
No, it's just going to be a wrap because it's big and it's nice, but I just started again. I'm not going to redo that yarn.
No. Oh, excuse me, man. I understand that. Because the other thing that I have in my bag with the cardigan is my window box shawl. It's just a single, double crochet, chain one, double crochet. So just a real simple one, but I want to get it done too.
Yeah. That makes sense too.
So I figured if I carried that around and worked on the moss stitch, I might get something done for myself.
Right?
What did I have for dinner?
Yep.
I had a pizza bowl. It was made with rice cauliflower, zucchini chunks, yellow squash chunks,
Yum,
mushroom chunks, pepperoni, pizza sauce, and then lots of cheese melted on top. It was good, but I could not eat it all.
Sounds yummy.
Which surprised me.
Sounds yummy, yummy.
I gotta back off on my carbs again.
Yep.
Or I gotta talk to the doctor, and I don't really want to go back on that other medicine again.
She's
They're not
not
counting.
counting the yawns. How funny.
Well, I try not to do them, but sometimes they just come out.
Yep.
Your tail's flopping, Venus.
That's funny. She's
Oh,
not
got
counting the yawns.
gotta have my hand, huh? Come here.
Are you tired? Who you asking, Samantha? Oh, probably you, Laura, because you're yawning.
I just had a big bowl of food. And then of course I took my 7 o'clock pill right at the end of dinner too.
That's a good idea, Rosemary. She says to save some I dropped down. Carb room for Turkey Day.
Yeah. I'm gonna have a little bit of dressing. That's gonna be my carb. And she might make me a little custard cup without the pumpkin pie custard cup, basically, without the pie
Crust.
crust. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm like, pie filling. No, I already talked about the pie filling. Jeez, brain.
Oh, and she wants to know if you're going live on Friday night.
I think I decided I would,
Ah,
but now I can't remember because I was downstairs. We were talking about things, and I was like, oh, I should just put in there that I'm going to go live that night in my phone so I don't forget what I had figured out I wanted to do.
oh, next Sunday is your Thanksgiving? Having it a little early, huh?
That works.
Yeah.
And I didn't put it in my phone like I thought I did. Yes, I'm planning to go. Oh, man, live on Friday. Do you want to go out? Do you want to come sit in my lap? Are you going to go out? Are you going to go lay somewhere else? Okay, come here. I didn't mean to knock the bottle down, which is why she jumped off my lap.
You spooked her?
Yep. I was putting my phone, which I need to turn my phone off because I forgot to. Not off, just no sound.
Down.
There we go. You never know who might call me in the middle of things because they don't know my schedule. It won't be Colleen, that's for sure. What is your favorite crochet project?
I
For
like
both
doing
of us.
baby sets and amigurumi, but I love the baby sets.
Well, I love blankets, but if I get all these blankets done that I have planned, I'll have way too many blankets. So I'm gonna I'm gonna start planning baby blankets because I finally got enough yarn that I could do at least 2 or 3 baby blankets, and maybe even a set like adding that gorgeous crochet sweater from that last magazine.
Yeah, that's cute.
Oh, because I want to do that one. So I'm gonna move to smaller blankets and shawls. That's what I'm. But I love. I love making blankets. I love the never projects.
Yeah.
Oh no! I just came up. Go away! Thank you. The big gray box tried to cover over most of the
Oh,
screen. I don't know what was trying to open.
something.
Yep. We're going to have my daughter, the doctor, little Miss PhD. And hi, Antoinette. Thank you for coming. And her boyfriend for Thanksgiving, but they won't be back for Christmas. So we're going to give them their Christmas presents when they come down for
Hi,
Thanksgiving.
Antoinette. Thank you for joining us. And Rosemary, I completely know what you mean.
Yes, my
They have
kids
so
have
many
no
places
idea
to
where
go.
to go to, and I want to get them first before they get burned out on Thanksgiving dinners. Yeah, that's true. That's true. My second child had that problem. What? She sits there staring at me and then decides she's had enough and she's leaving.
Silly kitty.
Thanks for coming, Antoinette. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Don't forget the thummies, everybody. Let's see if I can change position here so the cat will leave me alone. Yeah, right. Let me crochet.
She's your boss, that's for sure.
Oh, I try not to let her be, but yeah, she is. Sometimes the two of us will just hang out in the bedroom because we don't want to go and see the dogs. That's the times where I agreed with the cat.
What's your favorite thing to make, Samantha? She loves crochet.
Yeah,
Yeah, I do too.
I love crochet. Knitting was fun. I knit for, let's see, taught myself how in 2010. No. Yes, 2010. And I quit about 17. Not quit completely, but I stopped.
Right.
I was so burnt out on that blanket that I just was like, nope, I want to crochet something. I'd had enough. That was two big, huge blankets in a row, and I just had enough.
Yeah. Samantha's like you. Her favorite thing's blankets.
Blankets, I thought so. Time to turn my energies to some little baby blanket, not little, but to baby blankets and maybe an occasional baby sweater to go with it.
Right.
And I want to make a baby dress. Actually, I want to see if I can finish the one I have started. I could not make heads or tails of the pattern and started going off on my own. And now I'm like, I'm confused. I mean, not now, but when I stopped working on it.
Yeah.
You know, and that's well, my gosh, that was probably like 5 years ago at least. Because I'm like, I want to do something smaller. I should be able to do a baby dress. You know, I can knit in the round just fine, but I sure couldn't figure out how to crochet that baby dress in the round because the directions didn't make sense. It didn't say to slip stitch, and it didn't say that I was doing a spiral, and so I couldn't figure out how I was doing an increase because it was obvious that it was from the picture that it was supposed to be increasing,
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't.
Oh.
And I just so I'd like to finish that one, but what I'll probably do is take that one out and find another pattern. Hope the next pattern works better. But I loved the way it started. You started the whole thing with one tank top strap.
Mm-hmm.
So you started the front of the strap, and then you worked down and into the dress, and then you built the other strap up from the top of the dress on the other side of the front piece.
Yeah.
Or the front part, and then once you got done with it, then you built from the back up to the middle of the straps.
Oh.
but I didn't get past getting the skirt right. I couldn't get the skirt right. It was just cute. Darn it, it should have worked. Now maybe I could go back and get it right. I don't know. We'll see.
Maybe.
But that's one of
Sometimes
those.
if you put it away for a little while, you can understand it better later.
That's what I'm hoping. I might still have to rip out up like to the bodice part
Right.
where the bodice ends and the skirt starts, and see if I can get it right. And if I can't, I might be like, Colleen, I've had it with this thing.
That's fine.
Help me figure this out.
Yeah.
Oh. And sometimes it's just because I missed one little stitch. Like in the case of the scarf that I was working on over the summer, I somehow had missed that I was supposed to skip 2 chains on the end as I was going in to this certain section. So every time I did it, it came out wrong, and I couldn't figure out why. I finally sent pictures of the pattern. There we go, to Cheryl, and she worked it up, and she's like, this and this and this and this, and somehow her saying it opened my eyes, and I saw what I had missed. That one little between the commas that I had missed. So
That sometimes it does help if somebody else says it. It just clicks different
yep,
for me.
yeah, because I was
Yep.
like, I don't get what I'm doing wrong, and she figured it out. She followed it exactly, and somehow I had skipped it, had just totally skipped over that skip to chain thing. I'm just like, I don't know how I did that. I think my brain tried to figure it out ahead of the pattern and was like, oh, I know what we're doing, da 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 da, and then wait a minute, that didn't work.
Probably.
Yeah, our brains can definitely fill in the gaps, but sometimes they make the gaps too.
Yes. Hello, Pamela. Thank you for coming.
Hi, Pamela. So yeah, if I can't figure it out, I'll be like, Colleen, I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
That's fine. Yeah, I've done one thing mosaic, but
I have my mosaic blanket that's all planned out and it's in the bag, and I started it and I loved it. I had other things I needed to get finished, so it's just waiting for me to have time to work on it again.
that's like my cloud cake blanket. It's waiting for me.
Yep. Yep. So when people tell me they don't have any whips, I'm like, good job, because I can't do it.
Hi, Verna. Thank you for coming.
Hi, Verna. Because I'm like, I can't do it. I either run out of season, I can handle the yarn. Happens to me every year. Or I mess up or can't figure out what I've done wrong with the pattern, and I have to set it aside until I can understand it or tear it out. Sometimes that happens too,
Yep.
because I really wanted to knit this one pattern. It was just so cool. It was an asymmetric it was like a summer top. It was asymmetric because it was shifted, and I can't even explain it very well. So that didn't have all the bottom parts were not the same length. So you
Oh,
had
right.
different angles and points coming out at the bottom. But the yarn I wanted to make it with was not the right size yarn, so I would have had to adjust the whole thing to make it bigger. And after a while, I was just like, I'm not doing this because I was trying to knit. I'm like, I'm not doing this. I
Yeah.
tore the whole thing out. Just stopping in to say hey
Hi,
before I go to
Daniel.
sleep. Hi, Daniel. Thank you for stopping in to say hey. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I hope you sleep well.
Yes, exactly. I'm a monogamous crocheter. OCD won't let me do multiple projects. See, and I go all over the place and I bounce off of everything and I got to start this and try that and it's crazy. And I know where it comes from because my mother's the same way.
It's funny.
She would sit there and figure things out and draw up ideas and she would never
Mhm.
get to them. And that was partially because she didn't want to go spend the money on the yarn because she thought she would end up taking money out of something else in the budget if she did. But that's a good idea, Verna. I wish I had a case of OCD. Got to get up
That's
in 5
not
hours.
a
You need to
that's
go to
not
bed
enough
then.
sleep, Daniel. That's not enough sleep.
I don't like doing 5 hours. I still try to get 8, but it's broken up into smaller chunks.
Yeah.
For Daniel, it is nearly 2:30 a.m. That's about what I was about to say. I
Well,
tried
if it
rosemary.
stresses you
It
out, then
stresses me
don't
out.
do it, huh?
Yep, that's right. If it doesn't work for you, don't do it. It's okay. And that's part of what I'm saying is I bounce off of everything. It's like I find a pattern. Oh, I want to make this. You were with me last night while I was planning one, and I set it aside in its
Yes.
bag, and I know exactly what I'm going to use, but I don't know when I'm going to get it started. But
Right.
yeah, that's I do. I bounce around all over the place. And some of it comes from my mom, some of it comes from my personality, some of it comes from the fact that I think I'm a little bit of ADD anyway.
Right.
Nothing at the moment, Samantha. Working on starting a new project soon. Oh, I hope so, Daniel.
Verna, we had one day where it snowed, but it was just the morning, and it's been too warm to stick around, so we don't have any more.
We had snow almost all day yesterday, but it was so the flakes were so few and far between, and I could watch them getting bigger and bigger and fluffier. But they were
Right.
so few and far between that there was no way that was going to last. No way it was going to stick and last. But it was fun watching it fall from the sky, very slowly, just drifting around. Then the wind would catch it.
I love watching it snow. I don't want to be out in it, but I love watching
Oh,
it.
no, I don't want to be out in it. Too many years of shoveling snow before my dad finally got a snowblower. You think you have ADD yourself? I made a list so I can remember what I want to make, and it's there to choose from when I'm ready. That's a good way of dealing with it, because there is
Yep.
always going to be something else that we want to make. So that is a good way of dealing with it. I used to do that too, and I mean my list would be very long, um, and then I would go through and I'd start checking them off as I got them finished. And there were big holes of things that didn't even get started, so I need to probably keep a track of things better again, like I did back then. But yeah, that's a good way of working with that
Yeah.
desire to do something different or to try something new. And I love having all different size yarns in my stash, because that way when I find a pattern that I
Me
really
too.
like and really want to do, that I can see what I've got that would work for it. And sometimes my choices aren't right. And that's okay too. I call it my must make list. Lots of projects moving
List.
through 2023. Must make list. That's good. I like that.
Yeah, that's awesome. When you do a
I did.
project, oh, sorry. When you
No,
do a
go ahead.
project, do you like journal about it or put what yarn you used and all that, Verna? Go ahead. I just wondered.
No, that's a good question. And I was just going to say, I actually did better last year juggling my projects um, last winter, because I was writing down in my planner, you know, this is a priority this week, and this is a priority this week. And, you know, work as much as you can on this one, but the other two are priorities. And that helped me to at least get the work done I needed to get done.
Right.
It's cold enough to snow here in Alabama also. Yeah, it's cold enough here too. I think it made it to 36 today as the over day, the daytime high. That's what I'm trying to say. I moved to the top the projects I've made for the year, and I'm shocked what I've accomplished. Oh, very good.
Nice. Yep. I started
Yep.
saving my labels in June because I was going to see how much yardage I used in a
Mm-hmm.
year. And the bottom file cabinet is full of labels. So I know
I have
that
a
I
label
use quite a
pile.
bit.
I have a label pile because I wanted to see how much I got finished.
Yeah.
I got used. Not so much finished because I like making blankets. So, but yeah, I did the same thing. Yeah, that's great, Verna.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's at the top of your list for 2023?
Good question, Rosemary.
Excuse me. It's
I
doing
almost
so
said
good.
bless you.
Mm. Well, that works too.
Yeah. That is such a really good idea.
Yeah,
Her
good ideas.
must make list.
Yep, must make. That's awesome. So, what I
Nice.
need to do, I just print the patterns or my notes from videos, date them when I made it and finished, and put it in a notebook. Well, that's still at least a record
Yeah.
of what you made, at least, and that's very good. I like that too. What I want to do this year, or well, this coming year, that is starting in January. Oh, I could start sooner, but I'm pretty much just focusing on this one right now.
Yeah.
Uh, what I want to do is I want to decide, okay, how many rows do I need to do this week? Not every day, mind you, because I know
Right.
that's what Linda does. She's figures out how many rows of which one she's got to do every day, and I'm like, well, that's a little too drilled down for me. I think if I just tell myself how many rows I want to accomplish in a week, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
Or how many rounds or whatever, so that I can start getting this done and this done and this done. Because I've got ideas that I've been drawing
You
pictures of.
definitely have a very cool system, Verna.
Alternate
She
from
alternates from wearable,
wearable
amigurumi, blankets.
and miscellaneous.
Mhm.
I work from the top of each category because it means it's the oldest. That's true. Very good.
I think
How do
that's
you,
an amazing system you have.
that is a great system. How do you decide when it what
You
is a
used to
must?
just do.
Oh, okay. Okay. How do you decide what is a must make and what can wait? Well, that would be based on if it's a present. I'm just thinking out loud. Way too organized. No, that's
Is there
good.
such
That's
thing?
good.
I didn't know there was
Not in
such
my
thing
book.
as being too organized.
Not in my book. I used to be way more organized than I am now. But when you're trying to do it for a family of 4, a dog and 2 cars and a house and 3 checking accounts and 3 savings accounts, you kind of just get tired of doing it all.
Yeah, I can imagine. I bet, Verna, you'd be a great secretary.
Secretary, yes, you would be. No.
Being that organized. You're totally opposite, are you, Rosemary?
Yeah, well, when kept with it last January, February, whenever I started, I was surprised at how much I was getting accomplished, but it was way too easy getting into spring to not keep up with it
Yeah.
and things that were going on and trying to accomplish things and then breaking my foot and then forget that. Breaking my foot in COVID. The summer was shot after that.
Yes.
I have no crochet worthy friends or family, so I make what makes me happy. There you go.
Awesome.
That's the way to do it, especially if you feel that the people around you don't appreciate it or wouldn't take care of it.
Yeah.
That's pretty much why this is the it's pretty much why this is the last present, especially big blanket present in particular that I'm making. For somebody else because I haven't finished my sweater from 2017. All I have to do is sew in the ends. You know, I started this sweater last winter, the pebbled sweater. I've only got about that much done. I haven't even gotten down
Oh,
to the sleeves yet. You know, I'm still in the yoke. But I've been having problems with that one. Every sixth every sixth row I have problems.
I was
Should be
thinking about
four.
doing the same thing, Verna, using the chenille or velvet yarn and making a bed for the dogs. But my little chihuahua is smaller than most cats. So, yep.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea, Verna.
And my
I'm more
dog
looking forward to think.
loves the texture of the chenille.
Yeah, well, I'm
Uh,
sure. I'll bet they do.
yep.
That works too, Rosemary. And that's right. And it's a matter of what works for us. And that this is pretty much what I was getting at. I'm all over the place, but I I have I've gotten to the point where it's like, okay, you're not hurting my feelings by telling me that you're a person who can only do one thing at a time. That's fine. Do what works for
Yep.
you. And that's my whole point is do what works for you. I'll do what works for me. And yeah, I may waste some yarn here and there because I picked the wrong yarn or I didn't get something finished or whatever. But that's still part of the process. And I just it's like when you mess up and you rip out 4 or 5 rows because you just can't leave it that way.
Right?
When I was doing that before, my girlfriend's like, "It's just a stitch, you're obsessing over it." And I'm like, "No, it looks wrong. I'm a perfectionist. I'm going to pull it out. Not every single time, mind you. I've got
Right.
all sorts of
Whoops.
mistakes in this blanket. So not every single time do I rip it out. But if it's a shirt, I mean, like something that I'm going to be wearing, a top. If it's a shawl, I probably won't unless it's really, really intricate.
Right.
Um, but if it's something I'm going to be wearing, or if it's a sock and it's just a big hole, or if it's a glove and it's got a huge hole in it, or whatever the issue might be, I'm going to tear it out and fix it. That's me. It's
Yeah.
it's it's and then but I've had people watch me, like, and they're just like, like my girlfriend, "You're obsessing over this. It's just a stitch." And I'm like, "Whatever." You know, just because that's fine with her to leave it that way, that's fine. But for me, especially with wearables, I'm like, no, I want it to look right. And I've learned since then how to go back and fix a stitch if I need to in the pattern, in the basic crochet stitches. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm less likely to do that now than I was, but still, if it's a sweater or if it's an intricate pattern and it looks wrong, even with my knitting, I will rip back out how many ever rows it is to fix it.
Yeah.
That's
Uh,
just me.
I wouldn't be making any more either, Verna. That's for sure. They gave it to a
Sold it at a
resale
resale shop.
shop.
Wow.
Yeah.
My son appreciates more than my daughter. Yep, I understand. I know. I know. That's why I brought the baby blanket. This is the baby blanket I made my was pregnant with my daughter. It's just a simple baby pastel variegated.
Yeah.
It's a 4 weight. So it's got the pink, yellow, blue, green, and then mostly white. And it's a 4 weight. And I actually found 4 weight on Michael's in the baby pastels variegated.
Good.
So I was like, oh, cool. So if I want to make it a little bit bigger, I can. But yeah, you can't leave mistakes either. See, and that's what makes us all unique and different. And we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it the way that works for us. Yeah, that was a slap in the face, and I'm sorry about that, Verna.
Yep. All the
Uh,
things that
I
I make my grandkids, not the ones in Tri Cities, but I see them when they wear them home, and that's about it. So
you just have
I
to hope that
feel you.
you just have to hope that as long as it fits them, they still have it, right?
Right. Yep.
Mm-hmm. But you made them happy, and you watched them walk away with it on, or hanging on a hanger or whatever.
Right. My daughter has all the stuff I've crocheted for her kids put up. She just kept everything. So that's good.
Good, good. So yeah, my point is still there. You have to
Yep.
do what works for you. And if you can't handle it one way, do it your way.
Yep.
And the rest of us just need to remember that we're all different and we're going to do it our way. And I have another person that likes to say, "Oh, don't tear it out. I hate to see you lose all that work." And I'm like, I get to do it over again. I still get to keep crocheting. But when they had a boy, I made a Afghan blanket with a bear on it, and the other day they sent a photo that the boy still has it. I just about died. See?
I'm glad he still has it.
That's great.
Yep.
I know I have a blanket that I don't want to part with, but I don't know what to do with it when I mean, what's going to happen to it when I'm gone, but uh it was given to me for my second child.
Maybe
And
your
Colleen,
second child did it.
I know, but you'll understand when I say this. It has the name embroidered on it.
Oh, gotcha.
So I don't know what to do with it. So right now it's in the, I've seen it recently. So it's in a bag. It's in a plastic bag with the other one that was given to me for that child. So that's great that they still had it though. That other one though,
Yeah.
Verna. That's great.
I've only done one Grafgan, and it was a silhouette of a mom holding the baby, and it went
Oh,
to charity. But yep.
my grandmother was a obstetrics nurse. She loved being there for the babies when the babies were born, being there for the
Yeah.
mamas to help them out the first few days, teach them how to nurse or whatever had to happen in that regards. Oh yeah, yeah, she had a picture. I want to say it was embroidered, but anyway, it was the outline of the mom holding the baby in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. It was really pretty. I did it in yellow and white because I didn't know, who would be getting it. So the silhouette was done in yellow, and then the rest of the blanket was white. It was really pretty.
White. Yeah, sounds beautiful.
You've been collecting blankets that you find at yard sales and going to take them to a nursing home for people that don't have anyone to bring it. That's awesome.
That's great, Rosemary. I remember you telling me that. Hubby said his grandson must have really liked it for it not to get sold, and it made the move from California to Texas. Yeah, I'd be impressed too.
Must be his favorite or something.
Something. Ah, that just made
It
me
is
think of the.
kind.
Oh, this made me think of Elizabeth Bear. I think she's got that one though. I hope she's still got that one.
Yeah.
No. Anyway. I know she gave me a couple back that I had given to her. One that we had bought when she was a little baby. She didn't want it anymore. So I'm like, I'll take it. I'll keep it.
Yeah.
I'll put it up on my shelf. So it is up on my shelf. And then I had a rainbow bear, rainbow mama bear holding her baby bear inside her arms. And I had given that one to her. She gave that one back too. So
Oh,
that one's up on top of my shelf now. And once I
she
get the
just didn't
headboard,
want him anymore.
yeah, like I said, I hope she kept the other bear because it had the joints. I
Yeah.
don't remember which grandparents gave it. Great grandparents. Well, if it was great grandparents, it would have been my grandparents. So it's either my grandparents or hubby's parents that gave that to her. I'm not sure. I
Yeah.
can't remember because that was, one of those presents I got before she was born. So,
Right.
but yeah, that's a great idea, Rosemary. I
Mhm.
like that. I can't do that one right now, but that doesn't mean I can't. Well,
When my
originally,
papa was in the nursing home, they had people that would bring in crocheted blankets, and they really like them.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
Originally, when I found the pattern book, prayer shawls, which is the one I did most of my shawls out of, both crochet and knit, I was going to do the same thing. I mean, I was going to make crochets and then have them prayed over and then donate them.
Right.
But that didn't go very far. Of course, I'm kind of a slow knitter too. I could sit there and do it all day long, but I'm still kind of slow.
Oh, well.
Hi, Cindy. Passing through to leave a thumbs up and say hello. You are both always in my prayers and thoughts, even though I do not get to see you very often here lately.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hope you both have a super blessed week ahead. Yes, you too, Cindy.
For sure.
I know
I
sometimes
hope
I
you have
wonder.
a.
Sometimes I wonder if my channel's too laid back.
Why is that?
Because I don't feel like I'm doing enough. But then I tell you that all the time, so I don't feel like I'm doing enough.
I think you're doing fine.
I am at 431. But at least I haven't dropped below 430.
Right?
Knock on wood. Love you too. Hugs. You're sweet, Cindy.
She is. Very sweet. Oh, you guys, the Thanksgiving giveaway is going to be over this week, right?
Yeah, that's
So
right. I
be
almost
sure
forgot
to
about that.
sign up if you haven't yet.
If you want to win a prize, if you're willing to. I know there's some people not willing to give out their
Yeah.
information. So yeah. Yeah. I think the channels that grow fast are in lots of lives. I know, and I've done that, and I still do it from time to time. I just can't do it all the time. When I was growing the fastest, I was constantly getting complaints about how I was always on YouTube. You're always on YouTube, and you're always on your phone. That hasn't
Oh,
changed very much, but I did that in the Christmas 22 today. Very good. Yes, I saw your comment, Colleen. And I
yep,
think
I
I
joined.
remember Verna's too.
Hi, Dawn. Thank you for
Hi,
being here.
hi, Dawn. Oh, thanks. I never feel the
I
need to
try to
explain.
rescue the ones. Yeah, I try to rescue them when I see them at Goodwill or whatever. Well, thank you, Cindy. That's awesome. She shared
Thank
it
you,
out on the
Cindy.
Twitter. Tweet. Yep.
Tweet. Thank you, Cindy. Yeah, I understand, Rosemary. I feel bad when I see crocheted things at the Goodwill, but I'm not in a place where I can do that right now.
Yep. It's crazy what they sell for too.
Yeah, I mean,
You
yeah,
can't
I
even get the
know.
yarn for that much.
Yes, exactly. I like to look at the bags. They usually have this little section where they've got not purses, but like grocery bags or or tote bags, that kind of thing. I like to look at there because I'm always looking for new grocery bags.
Yeah.
But I also like to look there to see if I can find something that would be nice enough to be a project bag. Because I get tired of leaving everything in a plastic bag from the store
Yeah.
and then moving it
Yeah.
as it moves up rank, finally moving it into one of my project bags as it moves up the ranks of list, the list that's in here. Oh, I got to get this done for then and not done for this and that. Oh, so what are you up to tonight, Dawn? Hey, I feel like I've accomplished something because I can sit here and crochet and read. Because now that I've made them big, I don't have to keep going like this.
That is an
Now I'm
accomplishment.
now I'm small, but you know, if it's cost too much, it has to stay there. Yeah, that's right.
That's
Just
so nice,
returned from a
Dawn.
2-week trip with mom. Oh my goodness, that's awesome.
It is. Sounds like fun.
Ooh, excuse me.
You're
Yeah,
excused.
no, normally they don't cost that much, Rosemary. I don't know what you pay, but I think the one I remember the most was a really nice crocheted Afghan throw blanket kind of size. And I think it was $5 or $8 somewhere in there.
Yeah.
And that's that I can't I'm not gonna do that right now. I got too many other things going on. But yeah, that would be cool. Take a bunch to the nursing home and give them away.
They also
That,
like contributions of yarn because people there, can knit and
yep,
crochet too.
that's true. She wanted to visit where she grew up. She hadn't been there in many years.
How nice.
That's good that you could do that for her and with her.
Yes. I would if my mama was still here. We used to take a trip every year with the kids, all the grandkids.
Okay.
And like during spring break, I would go and she would go. We got into some real adventures, I'll tell you that.
I'll bet. Hi, Deanna.
Hi, Deanna. Thank you for coming.
That's right. Thank you for coming.
You're yawning some more. My
No,
goodness.
Augusta to Savannah, Illinois, to
Oh,
Indianapolis, and back
wow.
to Augusta. Illinois to Indianapolis, and back to Augusta. Wow.
What a trip.
That's good, Rosemary.
Yeah. I
Yeah, I
usually
can't
see them
remember.
for $2 or $3. That's usually what they've got them posted as.
This was a really nice one that I'd seen, but I can't remember if it was 5 or 8. So
Ah,
the one that I had seen. Mouth is trying to get behind the head. No, it's trying to stay in front of it. Anyway,
I'm working
what are
on a
you
pocket
working on?
shawl. My father-in-law ordered one for his friend. And I
I know.
have the throw made, but I've played yarn chicken and I ran out. So I'm making another one.
And I'm working on my rectangle moss stitch.
Yeah, it's growing
Cranky.
a lot.
It's really growing. It's getting huge. Sometimes I look down and I'm like, I'm still on that same side. How could I still be? Oh, well, yeah, it keeps getting bigger. Duh. Yeah, I wonder why I'm still on the same side.
My mom's called.
Oh, it's 9 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock. Do you know where your kids are?
Right.
Ouch, that one hurt.
Well,
Ouch, that one hurt.
your yawn
Yeah,
hurt?
yeah, a yawn shouldn't hurt like that.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, we gotta go warm up your dinner.
Yes, I do. Oh, and I'm sorry if I seem off today. My pops passed away, so I'm not real bubbly. I apologize for that. But I still came live, so
Yes, you did. And I appreciate it. And Dawn says they got 2 inches of snow in Indiana. That was unexpected.
wow.
Yeah, we suddenly lost fall and we became end of fall, a month early. Month
For
and a half.
sure. We'd had what, 2 weeks of fall and it drops down.
Yeah, it was an interesting fall anyway, wasn't it?
Yeah, quick.
I think someone is cooking around here. Ooh, okay. I already had my dinner, so.
Yeah, I have to heat mine up. Thank you, Verna. I appreciate it. I feel your guys' prayers and good thoughts, and I can't tell you thank you enough.
Love to be back in the warmer weather tonight. Yeah, I bet you do. I bet you do. Okay,
All right.
Colleen.
Happy hooking.
Bye-bye, sweetie.
Bye.
Okay, well, I think I'm going to jump off too, you guys, my friends, because I can't stop yawning and my eyes want to close so bad. I don't know what's up with me tonight, but I'm feeling my pills or something. So thanks for being here. I love you all. Be safe. Bye.